my name is Holly, and I'm finally reading whatever I want. It's been far too long. What is even reading good books anymore? So because of this newfound freedom, I kind of went a little bit overboard with my June TBR. That's okay. I'm also going to be doing something that I have never done before, and it's quite daunting, and I'm planning on doing a whole separate video about it. Go ahead and just subscribe to this channel and turn on my post notifications so you don't miss a single amazing video from me. I sound really egotistical. Testicle? What? So the very first book that I have actually already started, sorry, I kind of broke the rules, but that is Sinless Sense by Josiah Bancroft. Okay, I'll go ahead and give you a little sneak peek since I can't really hide it. I'm going to be tabbing my very first book ever. That's right, tabbing, not dabbing. No, we're not that cool. I am about 200 pages into this, and oh my god. New favorite. This is an indie adult fantasy book, and I wouldn't even label it indie anymore. In fact, I can't even remember what made me look this book up on Goodreads, but when I saw the amazing 5-star rave reviews, I was like, oh dang, I need to read this. So this book is all about school headmaster Thomas Sinlin, I think it's how you pronounce his name, and his wife Mara, who are traveling to the Tower of Babel for their honeymoon. Thomas has long been fascinated by the history of this tower, but right away, as soon as they get off the train, him and his wife end up getting separated within the crowd that is at the base of this tower. And the story follows Thomas's journey in search of his wife. He enters the tower, and each ring produces even higher challenges for him. He faces betrayal, assassination attempts, freaking weird animals and machines and giant snails and steam engines and airships and just everything. I highly expected to love this, and it's absolutely incredible so far. So phenomenal, and as soon as I'm done filming this video, I am going to sit down and probably finish it because I am obsessed. I'm also going to be reading book 2, which is called Arm of the Sphinx, and I'm so happy to have the sequel on hand because I don't want to leave this world, and I don't know what I'm going to do having to wait until December for the 3rd book. Like, my life is going to be so lost. So the rest of my TBR is a little bit sporadic from here on out, but I really want to get to Gunslinger Girl by Lindsay Ellie. Ever since the news of Red Dead Redemption 2 getting like a release date and all of its like video game content being released out into the world, I have been dying for some type of Western vibed book, and I saw this on my shelf and was like, yes, like this could possibly be perfect. So in the story we follow a girl named Pitty, and she escapes from her very abusive family by traveling to the very famous and glitzy city of Cessation, where she is offered a life of fame playing in the local theater. But obviously things go wrong, and this book is being compared to Mad Max, and it supposedly has a really cool science fiction element to it. I'm super excited to delve into this supposedly very vivid world, and I'm super excited. I need some pew 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 in my life, and hopefully this fulfills that feeling. Pew! The next book that I really want to get to this month is The Doll Maker of Krakow, which is how you pronounce it, by the way, by R.M. Romero. Now, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce the author name, though. So this book is all about dolls in World War II, which sounds so incredible and definitely something I'm in the mood to read right now. It follows our main character, Caroline, who is a doll until she suddenly wakes up inside of the doll maker's shop, and she is there because the doll maker has asked her to help him connect more with living people, and I think that just sounds brilliant. And these two characters end up befriending a Jewish family, and they try to help them escape this really dark time as World War II begins, and I just am so hyped for this one. That sounds really bad because this book is set in hard times and is possibly going to be very sad, but you know what I mean. I'm excited to read more about this compelling story, and we'll see how I feel about it at the end of the month. So here is where my ambitiousness runs wild because I really want to get to The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie really bad. I miss Joe Abercrombie's writing so much. This is definitely the next series that I want to delve into, so that's why I'm mentioning it last, because if I don't end up getting to this one this month, it will definitely be the very first book I read in July, and I kind of want to marathon all 3 books. Obviously, like, that's the Holly way, marathoning giant books, but I can't help myself. This is the very first book in the First Law trilogy, and it's been blurbed by George R. Martin and many other very famous bloggers. See, this is how badass Joe Abercrombie is. Instead of those little tiny squares, he has a full page picture of himself, and he deserves it. So those are all the books that I plan to read in June. Tell me down below some of the books that you really want to get to, or if you've read any of these. If I end up reading all of these this month, then I definitely will add, what's the second book? Before They Are Hanged into my TBR as well. But that's really ambitious of me saying that. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and also give it a very big thumbs up for me. Follow me on social media at Holly Hearts Books on Instagram and Holly Niece on Twitter. And until we meet again, happy reading.